Good morning. I'm Bob Vavra, Content Manager for Plant Engineering Magazine. We're here at IMTS 2016 with Aurelio Banda, President and CEO of Beckhoff North America. Aurelio, so much of this show is about the industrial Internet of Things in Europe, Industry 4.0. It's about trying to connect manufacturing with all parts of the information cycle that's going on in there. Talk a little bit about where we're at right now in terms of IIoT adoption in North America.
Well, thank you, Bob. One of the things that we're showcasing here at this show is exactly that. It's how the adoption of Industry 4.0 IIoT is actually unfolding in industry today, specifically manufacturing. So for us, we're showcasing tools that actually detail out some of those implementations that are occurring today.
Well, show us a couple of the things that you've got here at the booth.
So some of the things that we're doing and showcasing today is our IoT, Easy Plug and Play Cloud Connectivity. The cloud is just a word for a data services area that what we're trying to do is bring a closer relationship between industrial automation connectivity up to IoT, information technology. How we bring that together is really the key, to bring those kinds of products as tools to allow for that to happen. For example, we have a product down here by the name of the IoT Box, an IoT coupler. What this is our version of sensor to cloud connectivity. So for us, we basically take a host of sensors that exist on an existing machine today, implement this device on an existing control architecture, and then by bringing that connectivity of that sensor point, you can have a direct link up to a cloud system based on standard type protocols that are offered today, be it by Amazon Web Services or Microsoft Azure. So alongside with some of our own products, which we call TwinCat Analytics. So our software platform, TwinCat, resides in our controllers. But more importantly, what it does, it has some functionality that allows you to go off and take data from a PC-based control from Beckhoff Automation, moving it up via TwinCat, being able to do the analytics in a very secure way through a firewall router up to a cloud-based message broker. What that means is that it allows the user to really take on existing applications today in the manufacturing plant floor, bring it up in a very standard, consistent way to allow for storage, further analytics, or some other implementation of features for such as preventive maintenance, condition monitoring, power monitoring. So things of that nature that really allow the customer to take advantage of connectivity today.
Absolutely. And being able to connect the plant floor is one of the really exciting opportunities of IoT. From your assessment, where are your customers at today? What are they asking for? And more importantly, after this show, how do we take the things that we've learned here and take them into the manufacturing floor for some real applications?
Real good. And I think really our customers today really foresee a couple of things. One is that they see that they have information that's available to them. Data points throughout a manufacturing environment are plentiful. Now it's just whether or not you're focusing on the right practices. So what our customers today are doing is they're looking at their most difficult pain points in a manufacturing process. It could be as simple as trying to figure out why a machine is jamming to as more ideal in their case is that, boy, productivity needs to increase. How do I improve my capital equipment utilization? How do I get those machines up and running further? So what our customers are doing today and what we're talking about here at the show is just ways to talk through some of those practices. What data points are most important, how we bring those out, and then at that point we walk away with spending time with our customers here, strategies about how to go about implementing that. So that's really what we're about here today at the show.
And the one last thing is, I'd say we've been talking about IIoT and Industry 4.0 as a theory for about the last couple of years, great intensity throughout the industry. There are traditional players and new players coming into the manufacturing marketplace. We are really now starting to see us moving from an education phase really into an implementation phase. How are you helping your customers do that, and how should industry as a whole help their customers move to IIoT implementation?
Real good. I think really from our side of it, it's twofold. One is we do our own kind of educational approaches, and when I say kind of, is really a three-prong attack. We go in and we understand the customer application, and then we provide web access, kind of informational sessions around that piece. The second item is that we try to bring applications that are really relevant in manufacturing today, and then have training tools that allow them to help implement those strategies as well. And then the third piece is to help them educate the rest of the group, if you would, understand where that implementation of IoT and Industry 4.0 is occurring today. We have a perfect example of a company right down the street from our global headquarters where it's all IoT today, Industry 4.0, where from the customer experience tool that goes in and enters in an order to their end manufacturing and pushing out that product and having it delivered pretty quickly, beating their competitors out today in that specific industry. So we have those three areas, right, as far as doing online training, specific training for an application, and then giving customers examples. Where things are today is from educational to implementation. Implementation today, I would say, is that it's growing. I think the biggest area for customers today wanting to apply Industry 4.0 and IoT is really around the types of tools that are available to them to help realize what their end benefit would be. And it's up to manufacturers like us to bring those tools to the industry and help them understand how to apply that. And really what we would see is a lot of that growing in time as the tools become more robust, more available, and plentiful for folks to be able to apply.
Well, we look forward to telling those stories and many others to our readers at Plant Engineering and CF Media. My thanks to Aurelio Banda for taking some time with us, and hope we continue to have a great show and we continue to educate manufacturing about the opportunities around the industrial Internet of Things.